It's a war on death and violence caused by drugs. The St. Joseph County prosecutor is unveiling new details about his drug investigations unit, including who's running it and how it'll work. WSBT-22's Kelli Stopczynski is here now. And Kelli, prosecutor Ken Cotter now naming a commander for that unit.
Dave Wells will head up the DIU. You can see him right over here. He is a 20-year veteran of the South Bend Police Department, currently assigned to the Metro Homicide Unit. He'll retire from that post January 8th and then become a county employee. His assistant commander is this guy, currently a South Bend officer and ATF agent Sheldon Scott. Their message to drug dealers in St. Joseph County is clear.
We're going to use every resource in our artillery to come after you and convict you.
Drug Investigations Unit Commander Dave Wells and prosecutor Ken Cotter say it's an epidemic in our community and it must be attacked.
It's only going to get worse unless we do something about it.
The past 2 years, more people died from drug overdoses in St. Joseph County than car accidents. In 2014, 43 people died from drug overdoses. 21 of those deaths were linked to heroin. Through November of this year, the coroner's office reports 46 overdose deaths. 19 involved heroin.
More and more, we saw the connection of the drug dealers, because it's difficult to make that connection, would just get away with what they had done.
Granger teenagers Nick and Jack Savage overdosed on drugs and died 6 months ago. Their friend Kyle Trebor pleaded guilty to possession of a narcotic. He was at the party where the Savage brothers got the drugs that killed them, but no one's been charged for giving them the drugs that led to their deaths. Right now, the South Bend, Mishawaka, and St. Joseph County Police Departments each handle drug investigations and will continue to handle day-to-day trafficking cases. But the DIU will combine officers from the 3 departments to create a cohesive unit to focus on drug overdose deaths and violent drug deaths in our community. They'll work with the Homicide Unit, the ATF, the DEA, and the FBI.
The difference between practices of the past will be that this will be an open intel of sharing of information.
A formula Wells and Cotter say works well for the Homicide Unit. A deputy prosecutor will also be assigned to the drug unit. Cotter says they'll focus on 3 tiers of prosecution. So the first is dealers who prey on addicts and violent dealers. They'll be considered the worst of the worst, and the prosecutor says he'll look for maximum punishments. Cotter says junkies who sell to keep up their own habit will be more rehabilitation and education focused. That's the second tier. And the lowest tier, he says, are friends, people who provide drugs illegally to their own friends. He says they should be dealt with using education and treatment. Jennifer, the new unit should be up and running the 2nd week in January.
All right, Kelli, thanks.